Big Mom's house. Big Mama's house. Welcome to Big Mama's house. Big Mama's house. Yeah. Big Mama's house. Welcome to Big Mama's house. Big Mama's house. Yeah.
Welcome back to Big Mama's house, y'all. Mama here, and my baby lizard is with me today.
Hi.
And we are going to talk about Sister Wives, season 18, the current season, episode 4, that was on just last night. And oh my goodness,
Cody's a nutcase.
that is all she wanted to say about this entire episode.
He is. Like, the whole drive and everything about saying it, like, he had dark thoughts and feelings and he wanted to be
Well,
bad.
you're just skipping way ahead to the end.
No, it was like throughout the entire episode. He was talking to a friend while either next to him or on his car and everything.
So, okay, at the very beginning, they were talking about no Christmas together. Janelle's going to be with her kids, Christine's going to be with her kids, but then come the Flagstaff after Christmas. And that just left Cody and Robin and their kids with poor Mary, just as like the weird aunt that shows up at holidays.
Yeah, it's just, and the whole thing, like, as they pointed out, he's like, again, it reminds me of my biological father. He's like, he's supposed to be reaching out to his kids, but he's like, oh, they should reach out to me. You're the adult.
You're supposed to be the mature one.
You're supposed to be the one reaching out, trying to keep that connection. If anyone who thinks that it's the child's responsibility to have a relationship with their parents, you're nuts.
Well, okay, when they're children, I think it's the parents' responsibility, and if there is a rift in the relationship, I think it's the responsibility of whoever has more ownership of that is the one that should reach out.
You should never expect a teenager also to be the one to first reach out.
Not to a parent.
No.
But he's talking about his adult sons for the most part.
Which is also really sad because he has so many daughters too.
Yeah, but the daughters aren't the one making waves, it's the sons.
Well, yeah, they're taking up for their mom.
Exactly. Moms. So they say it's 10 days after the fight with Janelle and Cody last episode. They've had no contact. And I think that when you've had that big of a blow up, a little bit, maybe a day or two to cool off. But if you keep not communicating and not reaching out, I mean, that does make it seem like, well, I just don't give a crap about you and you're not worth working that out with.
He always wants the wives or the children to make the effort.
Because they always have. That's the thing. I mean, after the deep dive into the book and like rewatching back the original, like the first, few seasons when everything was new,
yeah.
They always catered to him as the only husband. Like they each had their own way. Like because when he would come around, it would be quote unquote kind of special because they didn't see him all the time, so they catered to him to make him feel special when he's there. And so he's never really had to do for himself.
And he also brought up to his friend while they're driving around and everything about how it was so much work on him to have to be around for his multiple families. And at least the wives got time away from him. And they didn't want all that time away from him. They wanted him to be around their children. They wanted him around.
Exactly.
It's not like they wanted that break from him.
Right.
Like he made those breaks.
I do agree with one thing though. I do agree that the first contact and first interaction that they were gonna have after this big long break with all the tension and whatever should not have been at Christmas.
No.
I agree that there should have been some sort of, even if everybody can't get together and sit down, but have a phone call and say, hey, let's talk about this so that it's not quite so awkward and weird at Christmas. And that to me is reasonable, okay? And initially Cody had a really bad reaction. He said that the boys had to apologize and mea culpa. And what I'm thinking is hey, whenever something hurts my feelings, what does Dad do?
He tries to love He tries to push a bit, like, are you okay? You okay?
But then, okay, what if it's you guys that hurt my feelings?
We definitely give you space.
No, I'm saying, how does he react? Does he
Oh,
say,
oh,
"Oh, big deal, whatever, you guys will work it
oh,
out"?
oh, he gets mad. He's like, you guys gotta apologize to your mom. It's me. It's
And
me.
he initially goes a little overboard because he's protective of me.
Well, me and Malov have learned that if we actually make you mad or something makes you mad or frustrated, give you like some space.
I am the one that needs space, yes.
Give you like 10, 30 minutes and then try
That
again.
way I don't say things that I will regret.
Yeah.
Because it's not necessarily that I don't mean them, but I might regret saying them out loud, you know?
But the only point is that you need that time and space to basically, be mad and then collect your thoughts and be
Right.
like,
But
okay,
my point is that I think what happened is Robin got her little sissy feelings hurt.
obviously.
And then he was immediately like, "Well, until you apologize to Robin, blah blah blah."
And
And then she was probably like me, like, "Dude, look, I yes, my feelings were hurt. I appreciate you wanting to protect me and like making sure people respect me, but you went too far, and that wasn't your place because these are my feelings with them, not
I
yours."
don't feel like Robin would do that though. I feel like she would just accept his
I'm giving
protectiveness.
her the benefit of the doubt in
I
this
don't see
one
I
instance.
don't see that from her. But again, like him being like, "You gotta apologize to Robin," and the boys are like, "What about apologizing to our moms?"
Well, and that was our whole point. That's where like we're not apologizing. But then after everything kind of calmed down, he corrected himself and apologized. So he says he apologized. I wasn't there. I don't know if it did or didn't
But
happen.
Janelle said he didn't though, so I feel like
And maybe he apologized to someone else, and
or maybe he just said to like, "What I did was wrong," but never actually apologized.
it very exactly. So my whole, you know how I'm you know my whole thing is communication. If you're upset with me, I'm not saying you jump in there and immediately if somebody needs to calm down, but you keep talking about it. And if you keep getting upset, you give yourself a little bit of time, keep coming back. That's what I mean. We've had to learn to do that,
Yeah.
because we all tend to get a little hot. We're not very cold people. We run hot, and it takes might take some time to keep cooling off and coming back, but you have to give enough of a crap to keep coming
But
back.
Cody doesn't. And he said he recanted, but I feel like the boys were so like, well, are you gonna apologize to our mom then? If we apologize to your wife? Because I feel like again, like the boys did this because he's been treating like the rest of the wives
Yes.
like garbage
And neglecting the
yeah,
older kids.
since Robin came around, basically.
Well, basically all the kids that weren't Robin's because he wasn't coming around to
Yeah.
anybody but Robin.
And I'm pretty sure that's why he's like, they're not respecting me because they're like, okay, but fine, then you're recanted, but what about our moms?
Right.
And he doesn't like that. He doesn't like that they're arguing against what his decisions, his demands.
Well, and what got me was there was a point when the where it showed the little cutscene to her interview, and she was in tears. Janelle was, about what happened and everything. And with Janelle, you get used to seeing people cry on the show because a lot of it is emotional.
Most of it's Robin though.
Or you in the beginning it was Mary, and then it was kind of Christine. But Janelle is one to hold her feelings in. She doesn't take things personally. She thinks of it more on a rational level, kind of like I do. But when I saw her in tears, and she was so afraid for her financial future because, as she said several times, she's stuck, and all her money is tied up in the properties and in the family businesses and things like that. So it's like she is like seriously afraid for her future, and I don't blame her.
Well, also she said about her spiritual, like didn't really feel like divorce and everything and leaving him. But I'm like, Janelle, you need to be more like
Yeah, but
Christine.
here's the thing, Janelle's already been divorced once, you know? So it's not like she's new to that concept. And I know that it's not something that she wants to do. And I think the idea is the idea of her with her plural faith. Like you don't just walk
Well, yeah,
away because to
obviously.
them it means the
Well, yeah, that's
eternity.
what I mean about faith. I don't think she believes anything else other than plural marriage.
Yeah. And then this season, I am digging Mary a whole lot. She's basically like,
She's snarking.
I'm done with all this. None of this is involving me. My kid's not involved. I'm just here. Nobody's got drama with me, and I don't really give a flying crap about their nonsense.
Kristen also was like laughing about the the loneliness, whatever it's called.
Oh my God, celestial, isn't that what it was?
Celestial, something loneliness.
I wrote it down. Give me a second.
The only reason why there's loneliness is because you're being a crappy dude.
Sacred loneliness. And by the way, I actually looked that shit up, okay? And the only place that those words are referenced anywhere is in a book written about Joseph Smith. And that is where Cody picked up that term. And he is so stupid. I hate Cody's face. I hate him right now.
I don't like again, he gives off my biological father vibes, and there's a reason why he's blocked on Father's Day as of 2 years ago.
Exactly. And I feel that Mary, she says she feels stuck in the middle, and she is, because she really doesn't have a side. She's just like, I want to be somewhere where I'm wanted. I want to be where people want me. And so obviously, because Janelle and Christine don't like her.
It was showing like a little sneak peek of Mary,
What did you think about Cody also having no contact with Savannah after the fight with Janelle?
Again, crappy father. Crappy father. You are punishing your children.
Because at this point, Savannah's still a minor.
Again, that's all the point I was talking about earlier about connecting to your children. He is using the fight with Janelle as basically, I guess, I think it's like an ultimatum for Janelle. Basically, like, you either listen to me or I'm going to basically attack your children. I'm going to hurt your children. But that's what he's doing.
I think he truly believes that since Savannah's in contacting him, that she's choosing sides and that she's siding with her mom.
But she's
and he
doesn't. Child. That's so. Again, he's a nut job. Everything's attacking him, even though it's more like, she's waiting for her dad.
He's paranoid.
She's waiting for her dad to reach out to say that everything's okay, and he's like, "Oh, it must be a conspiracy against me."
Yeah, and so at this point, Janelle has moved all of his crap out into storage, okay, which I think is great. And the boys, when they actually had a little interview with the adult boys, and they said they had kept the door open for him, but he kept having favorites and he was neglecting them. And he's the one that didn't, reach out and whatever during COVID because he was mad at their supposed, infractions against his rules and whatnot. And so
they aren't all under his imminent control. Like, what was her name?
Aurora,
Brianna,
and Dayton
at 20 years old, asking for permission to pierce her ears.
Right.
Okay, that's a little weird.
I want to know how much Robin's Christmas Dickens village cost.
Oh my goodness! And like, I do remember this, like, years prior. Wasn't it like a whole thing, like he didn't like how,
commercialized?
Yeah. Before, and now it's like a movie Christmas with all those presents under the tree just for her kids.
Right.
I probably those presents for 2 other kids, like Mackenzie and someone else.
What do you mean?
To the adult kids. I know Mackenzie apparently was there and they had.
Yes, because Mackenzie and Robin are very good friends, and she doesn't talk about Cody as much, but she always sticks up and defends Robin, always. Oh my goodness, y'all! I just paused it for a moment to do a quick Google, and Robin's Dickens Christmas Village. They are
dollars.
Hundreds of, like, a minimum of $100 each piece. And she had a whole ginormous table full of this crap. She probably had a couple $1,000 just in that village.
I guess now that he doesn't have to care about the other kids, he has all this money.
And they can be as commercial as they want.
Because they only have to focus on, he has to focus on one family now. Isn't that great for him? He won't have to be so, tired with all his spiritual being a father.
Yeah, he can have his sacred loneliness all by himself.
Right? Like, congratulations. You you have your little family.
I thought it was really gross and out of turn when Cody made a point of saying that they have to tone down their sexual tension or attraction to each other when Mary's around. That was just disgusting. And they're in a room on Christmas or whatever with their children. He's like, we have to tone down our sexual tension or whatever when they're just sitting on the couch.
With
And
their
I'm
kids.
like, gross, Cody, gross. Nobody cares how many children you father if you're a terrible father to them.
Right? You it's like 10, 12 of the children who you don't talk to now. Because of their slights against that they stood up for their mothers.
And then Robin cries, saying that only Mary, I think maybe it was, that said that only she and Robin were trying to keep the family together. Well, it's the you could. Here's the thing: if everyone has an issue with Cody, like 3 wives have left Cody, right? The connecting issue and all those things is Cody. So it can't always be the women's fault
If it's Cody.
if he's the common denominator.
Also, she said that people like how their marriage on the rocks because she wanted a slur of marriage. That's what she married.
If
into
you
and
read
everything.
the book, dude, the book said she would, when she divorced her ex-husband, she didn't care if he was old or fat and bald. She didn't care what he looked like. She just wanted stability, which meant money.
And with a plural.
And so she doesn't have any intention. She may love Cody now after all these years together and having children together and whatever. But I don't think was ever in love with him. She was in love with the idea of being taken care of, having sister wives to help her take care of her children.
That's why she has a nanny.
And always has, even before she had the 2 youngest. Like either she had cousins living in, the older teenage girls helping all the time. She's always had live and help.
I also thought it was weird about the 2 kids talking the little scene with them because it was obviously scripted.
You thought so?
Yeah, because he even said that he forgot the last reason. He was told these reasons.
Oh, yeah.
And her acting was basically it looked very, like, make it look cute.
Hang on. And then we get on to Christmas morning at Cody and Robin's house, and he got the adult kids those mini bikes or scooters he tried to pass them off as, and he says they're not even expensive, so they can ride them out in Coyote Pass. But those things are $200 to $300 plus each, and there were 3 for, I guess, one for the adult kids. But he's like, they're not expensive, and I'm like, that's one gift.
Yeah.
Like, how much do normal people spend
not to mention
on kids?
Not to mention all those wrap gifts under the tree.
There was mountains of them.
Plus her little, like, village thing. He spent thousands of dollars just on Robin's family.
And no wonder, because he has all this other money, because he's not doing shit for his other kids or grandkids. And Robin is trying to validate this Christmas horde, okay? And saying that, oh, they're dangerous, I don't like them. And he's just doing it to distract him from Cody and Janelle and all the other kids not being there. In reality, it's just y'all being greedy bitches. Greedy bitches.
I feel like the only reason she likes plural marriage, one, for, like, financial security, but also the fact that now she knows that she's his soulmate, is that she's going to be the top wife in everything. Even if he gets another wife and everything, she's going to be the top wife.
Why would he want another wife when he has his soulmate?
Well, according to Robin, she doesn't want to just be a single marriage household.
Well, no, because then she's the only one that's got to deal with this shit.
Right?
She wants a break.
Exactly.
Okay, here's the best part of the entire 18 seasons. Little Ariella, she's like 6 now, I think.
Yeah.
7 in the current day. But at this point, she's like 5 or 6.
Small child.
And she goes, and I'm sure she says dad, but she says that Cody is a healthy person, but disgusting too. Mic drop. That is like the number 1 best line of the entire show, coming from the baby of the family.
Right? She sees it.
And it's just like, yeah.
She knows she has, like, other siblings that she won't get to meet because Cody is a nutcase.
Well, she probably doesn't think that, but it was just out of the mouth of babes kind of thing, you know? He's a healthy person, but disgusting too. And Cody says straight up admits that he's been a grouch to Robin for 2 years. Okay, 2 years. That's way before Christine left.
Right.
Way before there was issues with Janelle. And I know, and that's probably even before COVID. So, like, why has she let him go on for that long? No normal spouse relationship does a wife go let for 2 straight years. Like, look, dude, this is not okay. You know, you need
Because
to
she
not knock it off.
But she knows that if she actually gets onto him, she's gonna be like the other wives and he can go to one of them.
Yeah, but now
He knows that if he went to Mary's, she'd baby him the whole time.
But even now, like, they're all gone. Just be like, knock your shit off, dude, or I'm gone too. Like, this is enough. I'm not gonna put up with this. I don't deserve it. Knock it off. I mean, I don't know. And Cody straight up said that he felt relief when a wife left. He doesn't say which one. And we obviously wasn't Christine
He was
because
so angry when Christine left.
I think it was Mary, poor Mary, who made a mistake, like has stuck in there for years despite being questioned and ostracized and talked about and picked on and hated and still stays there. And I think because he said many, many, many times he just doesn't know what to do with Mary. And so she, like, I think that was just relief for him. And now he was all alone with Robin.
Right.
That's what I think.
I like how angry he got with Christine, and Christine just like, I don't care, dude.
That was so me when I divorced the sperm
And,
donor.
and then with Janelle, he's all angry with her, and then Mary's just like, bye.
Like, he doesn't understand why Christine left. He's so angry that she left, okay?
I think it's
All
because
this stuff. And then he's pushing Janelle. He's straight up, like, hating on her. And he, instead of saying, hey, before I lose everybody, maybe, I just need to take a break and be like, hey, everybody, I've been acting a fool. I'm going to take a break from everything and just kind of get some perspective. And then afterwards, I think we should all meet up and start new.
he can't do anything wrong. As you said, he's been babied for so many years.
His entire marriage life, like 35 plus years now.
Right? And it's just like, I feel like the reason why he's angry Christine and Janelle getting onto him for anything is because like, I treated you better than Mary. I could have treated you like that, but why aren't you happy with
Oh, he's
this?
so gross. And I love Mary. She says, straight up says, the problem isn't polygamy. It's personalities. And that is so true. It's been a personality issue since day one.
Right.
And I have so much to say about that. And I know if you've seen all my other ones about the book, you know what I'm talking about. He says he regrets marrying, does he regret marrying Christine? But he said he definitely, sorry, this is Mary saying, she doesn't know if he regrets marrying Christine right now at this point, but she knows he regrets marrying her. And that is hateful and mean.
I feel like he married Mary to basically start out to be able to get other wives. He needed someone who was, more moldable, someone who was like given to him.
He said episode 1 that Mary was the bait to find the other wives.
Because he needed a wife to start out to get people like, hey, plural marriage.
Yeah, because men can't like go up to women once he's married. Either the wife needs to instigate a friendship with the woman he's interested in, or the woman that might be interested in him has to approach her father, who has to approach him or his father. It's an all roundabout situation, and nobody can communicate directly. It's weird, but this is where we get at the end more where he talks about
all the anger,
and he says it feels like he's got a demon inside,
and he has these bad thoughts. When Robin hearing these bad thoughts, he wants to be angry, and
he straight up says he doesn't want Robin to see this video so that she doesn't know how dark he's gotten.
And I'm like, too freaking late, dude. He sounded like a psychopath the whole time he was talking about how angry and how like he wants to be a dick and all this stuff. Like, you sound like a psychopath. You sound like you're about to go murder your wives.
Yeah, maybe they left like just in
He
time.
sounds like the kind of guy who like, oh, he wouldn't hurt me, but he's punching walls and kicking chairs.
And he says at this point when he's feeling very, very down and pitiful and poor me, nobody loves me. He said that he could almost he thinks about just taking off and leaving and just leaving everything behind, but his two youngest kids love him and want him around, and that's all. So what about the other three adult kids living in your house that you adopted that you claim you're so close to? What about them? What about Robin? This family that you claim that this woman is your soulmate, but you just be willing to take off and dump her too?
Of course he would. He's selfish, and he's, again, like, he does not care for anything other than himself. If it does not revolve around him, if it's not catering to him, doesn't matter.
And then, okay, a couple days after Christmas, I think it was like 3 days later, McKelty and Isabel come over whenever Christine gets to town after Christmas,
Yeah.
and they have another Christmas for them. And Gabe was talking about how they always felt neglected him, and Robin cries, and then Cody deflects and blames everybody, but McKelty, of course, is neutral because she loves Robin, and that goes way back to the beginning in the book when McKelty felt so different because she was the Mariah of the family.
Oh, okay.
Okay, where she wanted to do the makeup and the different clothes and wanted to be a designer.
Robin encouraged that probably.
And she accepted her for being who she was. And that, again, that grooming of, oh, I've got, someone who accepts me finally.
There's people who are like basically saying if she like make her into another sister wife, and I'm like, that'd be so gross though.
No, everyone is speculating that they're grooming Aurora and or Brianna to be his sister wives.
I've seen one with McKelty too, like how gross the kind, like, again, like Aurora and McKelty, all of them, but how they're like basically obsessed with like their parents.
No. It's McKelty is just like adores Robin, and
just Robin though.
Yeah,
Okay.
she doesn't ever talk about Cody that much, but like recently she did a Patreon where someone asked about Cody's ex-husband's leukemia, his cancer, and she was like, he doesn't have cancer. What are you talking about? And I guess they did a quick Google, and they were like, oh, well, yeah, we didn't know about that, but I guess he's a bad person, so whatever happens, I don't know. And I'm just like, you only know Robin's side of the story. You have no idea. This man has another wife and 4 small children. He's battling cancer. And the fact that no one in the family knows or cares about this, the fact that this is, Dayton, Aurora, and Brianna's biological father and their half siblings.
Like, again, like, and Cody's the one who's like basically abandoning and neglecting 3 families at once.
Exactly. But he's poor David Preston Jessup is the bad guy.
But Cody's okay because he's a polygamist and he is doing his best.
And okay, last thing before we go here, guys. At the second Christmas with Christine's kids, Robin's kids got more gifts.
Oh yeah, when they showed up, like, she said she had more gifts for them whenever,
because she didn't want them to feel left out. What?
That huge amount of gifts, and you think they're gonna feel left out?
They're because I'm sure maybe the girls brought gifts for them themselves. So why would that? This is bad parenting. Bad Robin. Bad.
I don't understand. Like, they got, again, like, I doubt any of the other kids got gifts from them.
And not that many or that extravagant or that, they probably got $1,000 each on each of those kids. And that doesn't even show what Robin and Cody got each other. And what did they get poor Mary? Anything? Or did they get him another bunch of coats like he did last year?
I don't think Mary got anything.
Well, I certainly hope she did. And I just... what a damn mess. Anyway, Y'all, that's a lot. And that is just one episode from season 18, episode 4.
So it was a teaser at the very end with Mary being like, okay, bye.
Well, I cannot wait. I am here for Mary this season.
Whatever gift they got her, I hope she leaves there with a note that says bye.
And then pawns it or takes it back or regifts that shit. Okay, you guys, come back and see Mama and Lizard again next time when we talk about Sister Wives season 18, episode 5. Bye, y'all.
Bye.